Peace to you all. Today is December the 1st, 2013, Sunday, and I'm going to be doing part 3 of the Queen's Center, the Job Center, about the rental issue and all the things that I have been going through with this Job Center. Okay, I had an appointment on November the 29th, 2013, which was Friday, Black Friday. And it was a mandatory appointment, always because I requested a fair hearing once again. Also because of the rental issues, and also because on November the 13th, the Job Center referred me back to for a medical appointment. It says here, you must report to WeCare for an appointment with a clinical review team. The goal of the clinical review is to determine if your most recent functional capacity outcome is still appropriate. Your appointment at the WeCare vendor site indicated below, blah blah blah, and it tells you the address that it's in Jamaica. Please bring copies of any medical documentation to the CRC. Anyway, like I said, the Queen's Job Center already knows that I am going through domestic violence situations. They know that I am still appealing with through the court the decision that the Queen's family court, Queen's decision that they did not recognize the domestic violence. So therefore I am in appeal with 7 cases, you could say, and I've been having, they also know that I have no money, absolutely no money. I have no way to maintain myself. It's been very difficult time emotionally and emotionally hard time, which affects everything when you are going through all this, abuses and stuff, and not knowing what's going to happen next, and not having any money, and they taking full advantage of this situation. Everybody takes advantage of the fact that you don't have no money, so they think that they could step all over you. These are the wicked people, of course, and I'm also talking about those that are responsible, that are supposed to be serving the people that are in difficulty. Instead, they are more abusive. They are more abusive and just as abusive as the abusers. Therefore, they are guilty of being abusers. And anyway, so on, like I was saying, on November the 29th, I had a mandatory appointment. And this is because I requested a fair hearing, because I wasn't going to go for the medical exams. Because I still have the results of the medical exams that I did on July 19, 2013, and it was on a Friday. And I told them that I wasn't going to do it because I already did it. There was no need for me to do it. I once again told them that I'm still, going through all these appeal cases and all that. Plus, I was also moving to a new place because I was thrown out of the place that I was living in because of obviously the job center. These abusers use my information against me. Therefore, sometimes they send, let's say, inspectors to inspect if everything is the way it's supposed to be, being that you don't have no money to rent any place decent, and the fact that they give you only I believe, how much is the money that they for the rent that I never received before. Okay, and all this time from February the 12th, when I believe it was in February the 12th, that 2012, that I started requesting help, to find a place to live. Anyway, the money that they give you is $107.50, and with a total of $215 for rent. Okay, tell me, I would really love to know, where could you rent um, a home, a kitchen, a little kitchen, and a bathroom, and a place to sleep, and a room to sleep in, with the $215? I would really love to know where you could rent something with that money, and who is going to rent you a two-room apartment with a little bathroom for $215. Anyway, and like I said, I never received that money until now. The person that co-signed for me is starting to receive that money now. Anyway, and on the 29th, I spoke with Miss Imbert. Imbert. You're going to hear her repeat her name also, because I am going to make you hear the recording. And here goes the recording of the appointment, mandatory appointment, to resolve and to bring all the proof. It says here, at the mandatory interview appointment, you will meet with a supervisor to attempt to resolve the issues regarding your requested fair hearing. This will be your opportunity to discuss the issues regarding your cash assistance benefits. You will not be required to discuss any medical, supplemental nutritional assistance program, SNAP, issues unless you choose to. At this appointment, you should present any evidence, testimony, and or documentations that you intend to present at the fair hearing. If you have been designated at a home, all right, then the homebound, that's not me. If you are unable to keep the mandatory appointment, you can reschedule it by calling. If you fail to keep the mandatory appointment, the fair hearing officer will determine whether or not you had good cause for missing it. If he determines that you did not have a good cause, this could affect your benefits. The hearing officer may consider your failure to appear at the mandatory appointment in deciding whether to believe your testimony concerning the issues for which you requested the hearing. In determining whether good cause exists, the fair hearing officer must consider the facts, circumstances, and information submitted by you, including circumstances beyond your control. Therefore, I did go to this appointment. I had all my documentations that I was going to present, which they already do have. But anyway, to repeat the same story over and over. Anyway, here's the recording of the appointment. Yes, and I did record it because of the constant lies which you heard from the other recordings that I have been submitted to, and how they abuse the information that I have given them to use it against me. Using my vulnerability, being that I have no money and no place to live, and you could say bullying me out of another home and another place, and therefore, here's the recording.
It's November 29, 2013, Friday. I have an appointment at the Queens Job Center on Northern Boulevard because of the fair hearing that I requested. They want me to tell them what kind of proof I am going to give at the fair hearing. And it's right now it's exactly 2:15 in afternoon. I have a 3 o'clock appointment, and I'm about to walk into the building in a few minutes.
They already called me into the office at that point. The supervisor called me into the office. And I must say, when I walked into that office, just if it was a pure coincidence, which I don't believe it was a coincidence. Let me stop the recording 1 second. Right at that moment, when I was about to sit at the desk that of the supervisor of Miss Imbert's desk, the one from the third floor, the supervisor from the third floor, the one that sent me home without cash one night, and I had to go and sell without any help because she practically threw me out of her little office over there and telling me that I was abusing the system, and I had absolutely no money to go home with. And at that evening, I had to even sell the little gold that I had left just to get home. She told me she was so evil that evening. She told me, "Get up and get out of my desk area." And she goes, "You are abusing the system. Get out." And I said, "What are you talking? What she did to me." Anyway, right at that moment, she shows up and on that fourth floor when I was about to start this interview with the supervisor, and she gives me such a nasty, dirty look. So obviously she was there for that reason, to show herself. And here goes the interview. Sit at the desk. This is when I see that one from the third floor show up at on the fourth floor, in the area of the fourth floor. And she was taking this. She took this, and because it was blue paper, and she was going to. That's why I said I want my own copy. This is my receipt that I came to the appointment. And she's like, "Okay, I'll give you a copy." She's looking through her papers on the computer over there, and she's typing and there's not much going on. This was at the desk next to I'm sitting there waiting for her to say something.
Why is that? Yes. So with regards to job hour and the domestic violence, I have a
I remind them that
our main domestic violence situation. Because I was told,
they show no compassion. This woman, this Imbert, was as cold as ice. As cold as ice. They have racist problems. They say that they accuse white people of being racist, but honestly, they are more really racist against the white people. And I don't do that. I received a letter that I am going to receive the fair hearing date soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to upload this so they'll have the time to, because I'm sure they are following this, because I told the judge once that I did upload at the fair hearing. I told him that he could hear what was going on with the domestic violence worker from the Queen's Job Center, so he had the opportunity to hear the interview finished. That's it, done. She didn't want any documentations, nothing. Okay, so this is how they requested documentation. Absolutely nothing. She was as cold as ice, very arrogant. And letting you. Anyway, it's done. This is all. This was the whole interview for the mandatory free and fair hearing appointment. And like I said, it wasn't. I don't believe it was a pure coincidence that the one from the third floor that once happened to lose my document that I, requesting the rent, which my mother signed for me because she was a co-signer of. Because you can't rent anywhere if you don't have no money, so you need someone to co-sign for you, and even then you can't even tell the landlords that you are going through these domestic violence stuff because they won't even rent your place. They don't want to have problems, and which was obvious with my last situation. That's why I had to. And like I said, obviously the Queen's Job Center used this information against me, and so for some reason there was inspectors that do show up, even though there was nothing really illegal about the whole situation because the house was perfectly legal. But anyway, that's about it. We'll see what happens now. And just for a message for those that are responsible for all they have done against me, believe me, what you do to others is what you are going to receive, especially when you are so wicked and evil, and you hurt an abused person, and you continue to abuse and use your authority to abuse them. Time's up. Time's up. Believe me, where you're heading, it's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be pleasant. That's all I have to say.